people, it's me, Anja. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is focusing on my favorite retellings, and honestly I feel like I haven't done a recommended reads video in so long. Maybe that's just me because I've been pre-filming videos lately a month in advance. But yeah, anyway, the first book on this list is The Last of Her Name, written by Jessica Khoury. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really sure actually. This is an Anastasia science fiction YA retelling, and it was really good. I loved this book so much. I ended up rating it 4 stars, I think, because the world building and the setting and the plot and the characters were absolutely wonderful, and the plot twist at the end genuinely took me by surprise. And I don't know if there are any sequels to this book. I don't think that there are all, because I think that they would have come out already. But this book is so good, and I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about it, but it is so good. So if you're interested in Anastasia retellings or just science fiction YA in general, I would recommend this book to you. The next book is called Hunted, written by Meagan Spooner. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think, and it also is a retelling of another Russian fairy tale that I'm not really sure what the name of it is because I can't speak Russian. But anyway, this book was so good. It's fantasy. I really liked it. The world building, the setting, and the plot. Meagan Spooner does such a great job with world building, and she managed to intertwine the two fairy tales together effortlessly. I'm of course very familiar with Beauty and the Beast, but I have no familiarity with the other fairy tale. And honestly, I didn't even know that the other fairy tale was in this book until I looked this book up on Goodreads when I was planning for this video. Anyway, this book was so good. I love the plot, I love the characters. I just fell in love with it, and it hooked me in from the very beginning, and it held me there throughout the entire book, which honestly is kind of a rare talent, because sometimes when I'm reading fantasy, like the Court of Miracles for example, the world building and the plot hook me in from the beginning, but they can't hold me there. And that's because sometimes character development or something flops in between. But this book, Meagan Spooner did such a great job handling everything. She makes it look easy. The next book is called Sky Without Stars, written by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. This is a Les Mis retelling, and this book is so good. It has a fast-paced plot, has 3 well-developed characters. The 3 perspectives worked well, and the plot twists, my gosh, the plot twist genuinely took me by surprise. And this story is so good. The sequel is my favorite sequel of 2020, and I am so excited for the 3rd book because I have no idea what to expect. This author duo could take this story in so many different directions because the world building is just incredible. The plot is so good. The characters are absolutely amazing. This book is so good, and it's one of my favorite retellings, and this trilogy is so underrated. I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about it, and it's just so good. It deserves so much more hype. It's just so good. It's one of my favorite Les Mis retellings ever. The next book is called Wonder Woman Warbringer, written by Leigh Bardugo, because of course I had to include a Leigh Bardugo book on this list, because Leigh Bardugo, if you didn't know, is one of my favorite authors of all time, possibly my #1, and I love her books so much, and Wonder Woman Warbringer is so good, possibly as good as the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. And I love this book. It is so good. It's just so good. It has Leigh's most prominent elements of her writing, which is obviously, I think in my opinion, is her world building is so good. The fast-paced plot hooks you in, and the characters are so well developed, and it has dual perspectives, but I never felt like I was reading the same story from the same perspective, if that makes any sense. The 2 characters felt different, and I really liked it, and I loved it so much. It is so good. It's so good. The next book on this list is called Scavenge The Stars, written by Taylor Sim. I read this book last week, and it was really good. This is a gender-bent Count of Monte Cristo retelling. It was so good. I am eagerly anticipating the sequel. It's just so good. I wasn't expecting to rate this book 4 stars. I was anticipating rating it like 3.5 stars, but it hooked me in as per usual. The world building, the plot, the dual perspectives, it was just so good. I can't even formulate a sentence right now because this book was so good. And I read it at a time where I hadn't really read a 4-star book in a long time, and this book just filled that void for me. And it was so good. The characters were wonderful. I have no idea what will happen in the sequel because Taylor Sim could literally take this book in so many different directions, and I'm so excited to see what will happen next. And because I have no idea what to expect, I have very low expectations, which makes me think that the sequel will pop off. So anyway, I'm very excited, as you can clearly tell. The next book on this list is called If I'm Being Honest, written by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegmund-Broka. This is a YA contemporary Taming of the Shrew retelling, and it was really good. Camlin is such a strong protagonist. I love her. She has this infamous, notorious reputation. Infamous and notorious, all synonyms. I don't know why I said them both. Anyway, she has this reputation of being brutally honest, and I think that personality trait is really underrated in YA contemporary, and it should really be talked about more often, especially with females. And anyway, Camlin is such a strong character. All the other characters in this book are so good. The plot was awesome, and I just really liked it. And it surprised me how much I really liked it. I think it's because I had lower expectations, because Always Never Yours wasn't as good. And oh my gosh, I just really liked this book. It was so good. The recent reads video where I talked about this book before will be linked in the description, as well as all of the previous recent reads videos for all these books if I've talked about them before on my channel. So please read this book. It is so good. The next book on this list is called The Stars We Steal, written by Alexa Donne, which is a YA science fiction persuasion retelling, which, fun fact, I didn't know when I read this book. This book is so good. Alexa does such a great job with world building and a fast-paced plot and well-developed characters. The protagonist of this book is so smart and so strong, and she's demisexual, which is some underrated representation. I believe that she's the first demisexual protagonist that I've ever read about before, so that's unique. This book was so good, and like I mentioned in the recent reads video where I talked about it before a few months ago, I preferred this book to Alexa's previous book, Brightly Burning, which is another retelling, except that one is Jane Eyre. But this book is superior, and it is so good. And I think that this book is superior just because I was less familiar with persuasion than Jane Eyre, so I had no idea what to expect with this plot or these characters, and I'm so glad I read it because it is so sublime. The last book on this list is called Night Spinner, written by Addie Thorley. This is a YA fantasy Hunchback of Notre Dame retelling, and this book is so good. Like Scavenge The Stars, I am so excited for the sequel because Addie could take this story in any direction with these characters, and I have no idea what to expect because I have no familiarity with Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I love this book. It was so good. The plot, the characters, the world building were incredible. I am so excited, like I said, for the sequel. I don't know if this is going to be a duology or a trilogy, but whatever it is, I am so excited to continue this journey with these characters in this world, with the fast-paced plot and the plot twists, and everything about this story is so good. And Night Spinner is one of my favorite debuts of 2020 just because it was so good. So in conclusion, since I would recommend all of the books in this video, I don't have a favorite or a least favorite because they were all really good. Like I said before, all of the videos where I've talked about any of these books previously on my channel will be linked in the description below. Please go check them out. and please check out all of these books. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite retelling, and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Bye!